Public Works issued a stop work order after ancient remains were unearthed at the Ylig Bridge replacement project in Zotnia this week.
This one here has been held up for a while until the archaeologists will decide, okay, go ahead and continue the excavation. Then that's the only time we can continue.
Site Superintendent Dato Dantes says his team is in charge of constructing the temporary Ylig Bridge in Zotnia. He says the project will take about 3 months before they can begin work on the new permanent bridge. Dantes says it was early Wednesday morning when his staff was excavating north of the bridge for the sedimentation basin, and not too long after the discovery was made. Sandy Yee with the International Archaeological Research on Guam says the operator of the backhoe made the find.
It had gone through several layers of just old road fill here and then some sand deposit, and we suddenly came across a burial. So in this case, because it would be damaged by the road construction, we have recorded where it is. As soon as we find one, it's usually a big caution sign. So we were cautious, and that's why we found this one before the backhoe damaged it. But it means we're going to be doubly vigilant for the rest of the excavation.
The Ylig Bridge construction is part of the road to the new landfill site in Luzon. However, DPW says this finding does not impede road access. Archaeologists say that the discovery is from the Ladi period around 1280, give or take 100 years. They say that they will now analyze the remains before reburying it at another site. Yee says they are collecting data and estimates it should take about 3 days to remove the remains from the site, depending on weather conditions.
The burials were within the village, so it's not just like a cemetery, it's the whole extent of the village site. And at this point, we're going to say probably from river's edge up to the cliffs. We know that several hundred meters back, there was the center of a large village site, and it continues.
He says they have yet to determine if more remains are in the area, as they have found multiple burial sites at other construction sites. The Guam State Historic Preservation Office has a memorandum of agreement with DPW when it comes to their involvement with these ancient discoveries. He says they also found ancient pottery and pearls carved as fishhooks, items she says will be handed over to the Guam Museum for curation. She says their analysis may take about another week to conduct.
Skeletal specialists who come in, they can look at the bones and just by measuring them tell age, sex, if they had certain illnesses in their life, broken bones that have healed, things like that, how strong they were. We can see some of the muscle attachments and know some of them, especially pre-Spanish time, were very strong.
Late this afternoon, DPW stated that the remains will be reinterred in a memorial that will be constructed at the Zotnia site, and a proper ceremony will be held for the ancient remains. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Nick Delgado.